somewhere. Who can guess where I'm at? Anyone? If you've been paying attention to my channel for a while, you probably know where I'm at. So far, there's no one online. I just kind of surprised everybody with a live stream. But I'm here. I'm back on the road, you guys. I'm traveling again. Christmas is coming up soon. What is today? Today's Friday. So what is it? Monday, right? Monday's Christmas? Sunday's Christmas Eve. So I better do all my grocery shopping and essential shopping on Saturday. Tomorrow. Maybe today. But I just arrived here. I'm actually still kind of wiping sleepies out of my eyes from waking up and doing some driving. And I've arrived at my destination finally. It's been a long journey. Almost a week, I think. Took me to get here, but I'm here. And to start the process of everything I need to do here. So, first things first, my truck is pretty loaded up with tons of stuff. And I'm gonna have to set up a camp soon. But let me show y'all. Like, there's a camp spot right there. And I think I'm gonna put a tent in between me and that fire pit right there. But this is where I'm at, folks. It's been kind of sprinkling on and off. Not too bad. I was actually out somewhere else yesterday, about to be camped out in the middle of the desert, and I saw a weather alert come across my phone that said flash flood warning. And so in the middle of the night, I had to pack up and find a different spot to post up, and I ended up sleeping in the truck. But I woke up today and drove another couple hours and made it to my destination. Anybody know where this is? Hey, what's up, Roche? How you doing? I am not in the snow. I made it out of winter. It is as warm it is with all these clouds too. As warm as it is here is what it was like in nighttime. Or I'm sorry, during the day, whatever. It was very, very cold in Oregon, and here it's much, much warmer. But I am out of the snow, I'm out of the winter. Even though it's winter in the entire, I don't know, what, northern hemisphere. It's less winter here than I would see in Oregon. So I'm much warmer than I was. Look, I'm in a t-shirt. You guys. That's cool. I'm pretty stoked. I have been throwing my hoodie on, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Sharon? What's up, Roche? Yeah, raining slightly there in Prescott, yeah. Yeah, here too. This weather pattern will probably reach you eventually. Who can guess where I'm at? Anyone know? Yeah, from a thumbnail picture, from what I'm showing you. What's up, Darren? How you doing, man? Good to see everybody. I'm back on the road, you guys. Here pretty soon I'll be setting up a camp here. Putting up a tent. Because that's what I got to live in right now, is a tent. But that's okay. My truck is an absolute disaster right now because it's loaded to the brim. I don't know how I got so much stuff. I landed with a couple of backpacks and ended up with a truck full of stuff, but I'm also grabbing a whole bunch of stuff of somebody else's and taking it to them. So meeting up with them. Oh no. I dropped you guys. Meeting up with them sometime either today or tomorrow, and again, my truck will be much, much more empty. How you been, Darren? Roche? How's everyone doing? Dude, I have just a little bit left. A little bit of flour. Like, honestly, like 2 hits. So, we're gonna make this last for 2 more hits. Look, I got the window down. It is nice out. It is nice out. Merry Christmas, everyone. How's everyone been doing? Cheerful Hills thinks that I'm on the west side of the Salton Sea. I wish the Salton Sea was this pretty. Don't get me wrong. The Salton Sea is pretty, but it's not this mountainous. There's no mountains that close to the sea, to Salton Sea. And the Salton Sea is just much, much bigger than where I'm at. But that is a good guess. What's up, small town? Roche, we need to get me flour. I agree. We need to get me flour. Because I am basically out of smoke. I got 2 hits left. I figured I'd share them with you guys. I think the clouds make it prettier here. I think it does. Something that I kind of figured I'd be dealing with here was wind. Because it gets very, very windy here where I'm camped at. And so far it hasn't been windy. But I just got here, so who knows what tomorrow will hold. Wasn't even supposed to be rainy today, but it's been sprinkling on and off. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Good, I put Luna to rest on the 13th. She was 14 years old and was going to rest in my dad's arms on the way to the vet, though. Damn, that's sad, man. Having to put a dog down. I'm guessing Luna was a dog. That's super sad. I'm not looking forward to that day with Zag, who is right here, by the way. Sleep. She was dreaming a little bit ago and like moving around and making a bunch of noise. So flour for Christmas, man. Hell yeah, you got me covered. You guys, if you want to help me get some flour, my links are in the description of this video. They're in the description of all my videos and in the description of my channel. 14 years is a good life. You know, the truth is, we live longer than our animals. You know, human beings, as far as mammals go, live a pretty long time. And so most of our pets aren't gonna live longer than us. That's just the sad truth of owning an animal, is you're gonna have to see it pass. And that means it's like even more important that you give them the best life that they can have. You know, like that's literally our only job with our pets, is to give them the best life that they can have. And I'd say that most people do that pretty well. So, you know, a dog passing, an animal passing, even a loved one passing, it's just, you know, one small moment of their entire life. So it's just that moment that you get hung up on afterwards for so long. I'm really not looking forward to that day with Zag either. But I'll tell you, Darren, the same thing I tell all my friends, is that you gave Luna a very good life. And we'd all be so lucky to have a life like that. What's up, winners? Ayo. All right, that was two. There's another one in there. It's going to taste bad. Yeah, if I hit this again, it's going to taste like ass. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, it is so good to be back on the road, you guys. It really is. I have been filming. I have been editing. I will be getting a video out shortly about how I got here, how that went, and what happened. And then what I'm going to be doing next. So stay tuned. I am back. I'm going to be posting my adventures, posting my travels. So for those of you who don't know, I flew down to LA and grabbed my truck. Had to spend a couple days there getting the truck ready. Needed a new battery and needed windshield wipers. Big shout out to Chuck for making that happen. Along with Chuck gave me a battery, a tent, tons of stuff to make coffee with, a sleeping bag, a weird couch thing, like a air couch. I don't know how to describe it. You fill it up with air and then you can sit on it. I haven't even pulled it out yet, but I'm planning on checking it out. What's up, Fart Sack? What's up, Mischief Maker? Right on, right on. Get outdoors. That's the truth. It is nice to be back out. It is nice to be back out and not be, you know, as grateful as I am to my friends up in Oregon who let me stay at their house. wintertime, you just kind of get cabin fever staying at home. And that's what was starting to happen to me. So it was really good to get my wheels up back underneath me, the road moving again, and getting some more miles under our belts. Sun-grown trichome, how you doing, guys? Nomadic Adventures, everyone's here. How you guys doing? Anyone guess where I'm at yet? Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if you guys can guess where I'm at. I'm gonna show you guys again the landscape where I'm at. First of all, I'm gonna be putting my tent in between the truck and that camp spot right there. But next, this is where I'm at, you guys. Does anyone recognize it? I'm in Bangladesh. Yeah, fart sack. You nailed it, man. Bangladesh. If you're looking at this water and you see that white stripe on the mountains right there at the bottom of the mountains leading to the water, that should give you an idea of where I'm at. If you're familiar with the West Coast at all, that should kind of tell you. That's a good clue, honestly. That where the water levels used to be versus where they are now. Yeah, dude. I'd say that's a pretty good clue. Let me know how my picture's coming in. Is my picture coming in clear? Am I, you guys good? Nope, not the Salton Sea, not Tahoe. Those are both good guesses. Mountains outside of Vegas heading west. You're getting warmer. That was pretty warm. That wasn't hot. You're not hot, but you're getting warmer. Lake Mead, winters with the wind. I am at Lake Mead, you guys. Ta-da! This is Lake Mead. It's a national monument. It's part of the national park system, but it's not technically a national park. They just manage it. Yeah, Roche, you were close. I'm actually east of Vegas, not west. But those mountains on the west side is actually, I was considering going up there instead. But this ain't so bad. Mead is chill. Yeah, I'm at Lake Mead. You know what I was very disappointed to show up here and go down to the water and find out that it's not actually made of mead, you guys. It's just water. Like, I wanted a whole lake full of mead. But, you know what? Whatever. I'll just take water. Water's good for you, too. Big storm pushing through Joshua Tree right now. It's true. Sun-grown trichome. I was just down in that area. In fact, last night, you guys, I posted up in the middle of the Mojave Desert. I just drove off the highway quite a ways. And at about 10 o'clock, I got an alert on my phone that there was going to be floods, like flash flood warning. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm like in the middle of nowhere. And if we got flash floods where I was at, I might actually have gotten stuck there for a couple of days until it dried up. So in the middle of the night, I pulled out of there and had to I drove like an hour farther north to get out of the rainstorm. And it was good. Like, I actually, when I woke up this morning, I could see that the camp spot that I was at was just getting dumped on. I could see the rain, and it was just south of me. So managed to go far enough north to dodge the storm. But it is messing up the Mojave right now. Yeah, I'm not in the Sierra Mountains. We are at Lake Mead. Metrolink fan. Are you sell cell phones or something? What the hell? Critter Bones asks how I have been doing. I've been doing pretty good, man. Finally getting out of the cold, out of the winter up there in Oregon, back down here to the desert. I missed the desert. I really did. It's good to be back down here. Just smoked my last 2 hits of flower with you guys, so. It is really pretty here. The deserts are pretty chill. I like the desert. Saw a coyote this morning running around the truck. So I had to like drive down the road a little ways before I could let her out to go potty. I'm in my pickup, Critter. Time to sell this bad boy. Time to sell the truck. It's been a long time coming, so came here to the Vegas area to do just that. I'm gonna try to get this fucker sold, get it out of my hair, have my bag, and get back on the road. No big jacket. Yeah, no big jacket. I do have my big jacket. It's somewhere in this disaster of a truck, but I do have my coat. I have my hoodie, actually. I've been rocking the hoodie a little bit more since I got down here. Uh, don't need the big coat. Not yet. It's supposed to get pretty cold tonight, though. So we'll see what happens. Like down to like high 30s. If it stays too cold, I'll just head back down to the Mojave where it's lower desert. It's like not quite as hot down there, which is like that way, I think. Don't forget to smash that like button. 12 people in here have hit it already, and there's just double that in the room. I know you gotta close out the live chat to make that happen, but that's okay. YouTube really should get that fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, 50s in the daytime. That's about right. It was a little warmer yesterday or the day before that, but so my truck isn't set up for live streaming. Usually in my vehicle I have a phone mount on the dash, but I took everything out of the truck and put it in the van. So I don't have a phone mount. You're just kind of resting on my steering wheel. You might fall down a few more times. So I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, it's about 50 during the day here, which is so much warmer than Oregon. Last night it was like 50 at night, which was like a high during the day in Oregon on a warm day. So, but tonight it's gotten a lot colder. I also raised an elevation quite a bit on my drive from Mojave to here last night. Out in Wonder Valley, hit me up if you need flour. Where's that at? I don't know where Wonder Valley is, dude. I should know. I know a lot of places. That one doesn't sound familiar. Oh, you can hit the like button in the chat. That's cool. Phone and TV like buttons. That's it. Everyone open up all your smart devices. I got some video editing to do. That's how I'm going to end up killing the last few hours of the day today. After I put up a camp, I got to finish editing my travel video, how I got down here. Remember, if you're a monthly subscriber to my channel, you're going to be able to watch that video. Whoa, what is happening? Get my phone call right now. There's literally nothing coming up. Oh, that was irritating. Oh, it's still going. What the hell? It's like into my Bluetooth speaker. That was straight chaos. There's literally nothing coming up saying I have a phone call, except it's just making noise. There's nothing telling me who it is. I don't know if one of you guys are blowing me up. Oh, but I have a missed call. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Chuck's calling me during live stream. Chuck, go check your YouTube. I'm live streaming. I should probably turn on the, like, do not disturb. I'll call you back when I'm done live streaming, buddy. Buddy. There we go. There we go. There we go. East of 29 on the 62. I think you're significantly far away from me, aren't you? The 62 does sound familiar. I'll have to bust out my map afterwards, dude. If anybody's going to be traveling into Vegas, though, in the next month or two, hit me up, man. Maybe we could have lunch or something. I got Velcro on my dash and a strip on my phone. I got it at a truck stop. That's a good idea. I don't want to convert. I don't want to like stick too much stuff to the dash. I'm trying to sell the truck. It does need a bath. You know, it's been sitting for a little while. So it does need like a wipe down inside, then a bath outside. I'll get there. Once I get all this stuff out, I'll have a camp set up here. I think I have enough cash to get me through the rest of the month if I'm very sparing on it, but that also means I'm not getting any more weed for the month too. And I don't know anybody in Vegas. I really don't. I'm just out here by myself, which sometimes is the best way to travel, but you know, It's Christmas. I'm hoping it'll be kind of slow at Lake Mead, so I don't have to worry about like big crowds and stuff coming out here. Off the 62. I'm gonna have to look that up after the live stream, dude. East of 29 off the 62. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at a naked man right now. In that trailer I was just showing you a minute ago. Someone just came out because a car pulled up to it. And I think that dude's naked. I can't even show you because then they would pull my video down, but he just walked out to that car butt ass naked. That's so funny. At least he's a good distance away. I can't see details, so that's good. But he does shave. My man. He's got a big old fifth wheel. It's just like a good distance away. I don't know if he's actually naked, but his clothes are the same color as his fucking skin. Is he hot? I don't know. I'm not really. Brain isn't wired that way. I mean, he's not fat. If I see him again with clothes on, Critter, I'll see if I can get his number for you. One of my YouTube followers wants your number, bro. That was interesting. Well, I'm glad I parked here. That was my favorite part of today, right there. That was cool. Some car just pulled up to that fifth wheel. Dude walked out naked as fuck to the car, opened the passenger door, got something from the car, and then went back in his fifth wheel, and the car is driving away right now. I'm pretty sure I just watched a naked drug deal, you guys. That was interesting. I ain't never seen no naked drug deal before. Does he wear khakis? I don't think he wore khakis. This is interesting. What's up? What's up, Carol? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. That was interesting. That was my favorite part of today. Hopefully, I mean, Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby. What happens in Vegas stays on YouTube forever. Never say never. Yeah, that was weird. That's like never say never is like the most hypocritical good advice I've ever heard. If you think about it, like, it's good advice, but you're saying it twice. Any plans on going to Ehrenberg for Schoolie Palooza? Maybe we'll see. I'm trying to avoid drama, and you guys know last year at Slabs took a lot out of me, and a lot of the slabbers go to Schoolie Palooza, and so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I got a month to decide. That's when Schoolie Palooza starts. Cause is doing Christmas dinner Monday. Well, hopefully he, washes his hands before he cooks. How you guys been doing? What are you guys smoking on? Let me live like you guys have lived vicariously through me for so long. Watching me burn some down when you didn't have any. Now it's my turn. Let me live vicariously through you. What are you guys smoking on? Let me know. I just finished this eighth that was gifted to me again by Chuck, and it had to have been the most amazing tasting smoke I've ever had. Honestly, it smelled good. I'm holding on to the bottle just to smell it. It smells like straight up oranges. And I mean, those of you who know me know that citrusy weed is like my absolute favorite. And this was like the most citrusy weed I think I've ever smelled. It was so good. I mean, it's not as strong as it was because there's no flower in there anymore, but the smell is still lingering, and it was just it makes my mouth water right now. It was a sativa, which I usually smoke indica, but sativas are the citrusy ones, so I like the flavors of sativas and the feeling of indicas. It's kind of a conundrum. Um, but it was 30%, dude. That's pretty freaking good. It was pretty stony. I just took the last, like, there was some flakes left. I packed into my bowl and got like 2 hits out of it, and now I'm done. So if anyone wants to send me a Christmas gift, um, my links are in the description. Um, my links are in the description. My Cashapp, my PayPal, my Venmo. If you click on my link tree, and it'll bring up all of my links, including my Instagram, my Facebook, my merch store, along with my tip jar. My tip jar is just a way for you to tip without making a Cash App, without making a PayPal. If you don't want to do all those, if that sounds too complicated to you, linking bank accounts, it becomes a kind of a chore to do that. If you don't want to do that, you can just use my tip jar. It will go directly into my PayPal as well. Let's see. Roche is smoking on some Kawaii sativa he grew. That's dope. Very grapefruity. I like that. That's what I like, man. That fruity, grapefruity, orangey stuff. That's good stuff. Alien OG with crumble topping is what Sungrown's got going on. That sounds yummy too, like a little cannabis salad. Diggity dank, super boof. 28.2, pretty strong stuff. Dude, I actually recently got, while I was in Oregon, I bought some super boof because the fucking name of it. Super boof. I thought that was like, yep, that's what I'm buying. Super boof, please. Let me get an eighth of that shit. I thought that was just the funniest name ever. Super boof. I think I've seen some pretty super boofs before. One time, in Slabs, they used to like boof beer. I've seen liquor get boofed. I've seen beer get boofed, which blows my mind because I remember watching Mansers, and they said that if you boof a beer, you'll get alcohol poisoning like immediately. And I don't know if these guys that were doing this were just professionals or already alcoholics or what, but they didn't die. Who knew? Critter, that's what you did. He bought it because of the name. That's cool. I just got here probably about an hour ago. Actually, it might have been like an hour and a half. And I drove around Lake Mead to see where I could park. I found a few different potential spots, but this is the one I settled on. It's kind of flat. There's a lot of rocks in this area. And I don't have a mattress. I don't have anything like that. I've got a little puss pad to sleep on, one of those little tiny air backpackers mattresses. And so I had to find a spot that didn't have a lot of rocks. As you can see, I'll just point the camera forward. You can see a lot of rocks in the terrain. So it's hard to find a spot that isn't super rocky, which I did, thankfully. And I'll be putting up a tent here in a little bit. It was kind of sprinkling. I was waiting for it to stop before I went out there and did that. And I figured I'd just start a live stream while I waited. And it looks like it might have dissipated by now. So we're going to give it another hour or so and then start putting a tent up and making myself at home. And the pup, by the way, is totally passed out next to me, just sleeping away. Hey, what's up, Heath and Bobby? Eating some Chinese food. Hell yeah, I love some Chinese food. That stuff lasts for days. Mischief says he's got edible drops, 50 milligrams, 200 milligrams CBD. Great for anxiety. Top it off with 22% sour OG. Hell yeah, you're doing it right, man. I probably should experiment with CBDs a little bit more. I haven't because, I feel like it was like, I kind of like the stoniness, and you don't get that with the CBD. So, but I've heard really good things about CBD helping with anxiety. So it is something I've definitely considered doing some more experimentation of, but it just costs money. And when I'm at the dispensary thinking of like, what am I gonna buy? Am I gonna buy something that is stony, or am I gonna buy something that's not stony? And I always go for the stony. You know, if I had some extra money to like get something stony and some CBD on the side, I would give it a shot. CBD is very healthy. Oh, where's Zag? She's passed out right next to me. Right there. Well, I thought she was sleeping. But apparently she's awake. She's just chilling. Oh, good girl. She's got herself a little bed right here, using my hoodie as a blanket. Just wants to be close. Perfect little doggo. She's just waking up. She's been out already and a couple times, but I don't know. This is what she does, guys. She just lays around and sleeps as often as she can. Susan says, good to see you're okay. I just spent 2 weeks in the hospital. Good to be out. I'm glad that you're out too. That's scary. What were you doing in there? Hold up till after holidays, saddle up, move south. I gotta sell my truck first before I do anything else, you guys. That's my next goal. That's the mission, is selling the pickup. Inflate the couch and sleep on it. I haven't inflated this thing yet. Apparently you're supposed to like open up the opening and then like run and then close it while you're running and it captures a bunch of air, maybe spin circles or something. And then it like inflates so you can sit on it. Maybe I will sleep on it. I'm not sure. I slept in the truck last night and it wasn't very comfortable, to be honest with you. It was not great sleep, but you know, it worked. I slept, got some sleep. I am kind of tired today, though, to be honest with you. Had me a McDonald's breakfast, which was less than satisfying, but that's okay. It was something food in my belly. And I think I have, actually, I do. Oh my God, that's exciting. I got one left. I got one left, guys. Boom. I got me a coffee and a toilet. Look at that. Toilets are cool. I also have a, I don't know where I'd hook it to, but I have a hammock. But there's no trees around. I don't know how useful the hammock's gonna be where I'm gonna be posted up at. Maybe if I do, as someone thought that's where I was. I think it was you, Roche, thinking that I was west of town. I think that there are trees up in those mountains. So who knows? I might end up going to that side of the city at some point. No sharp objects. Nope, not on those inflatable couches. That was actually a pretty cool gift that Chuck gave me. And in fact, when I landed, Chuck just made sure, he's one of you guys. He's one of my followers, and you know, he picked me up, gave me a ride to the truck. He set me up with a lot of useful stuff for traveling, and including that inflatable couch, including this battery, this 300-watt battery. So that's really cool. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Carol. Thanks. And you, Critter. Carol just sent me $10. Thanks, Carol. That was awesome. It's a great body high mixed with THC flower. Totally rocks my day. You talking about CBD? Hell yeah, dude. Body high is the way to go. I'd much rather take that than a head high. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, we're only a couple of days away from Christmas, aren't we? I wonder if Santa comes out to the desert. Roche, a collapsible hammock stand. When I sell my truck, I'm going to be out of a backpack. So I'm going to be kind of limited on, what I can carry on my back. Good to see you live, Lavelle. The campground area has lots of trees. Lavelle. Oh, what's up, Chuck? There's Chuck. We were just talking all your praises, man. You guys, you're suggesting like the collapsible hammock stand and now a 400-watt inverter hooks to the battery. I'm selling the truck, so I wouldn't do that because I'm selling the truck. I'm not going to have the truck. Once the truck is gone, I'm going to be in a backpack, so carrying around a 400-watt inverter doesn't make any damn sense. I actually helped make it a bag. Nomadic research. You're helping make a bag? I'm confused. You have a couple of those. Good to sit on. Keeps it off the ground. Used for puppy and pirate adventures. The bag I got's all right. It's pretty heavy. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to lighten it up. You will see it on my video. I made a video on my flight down here. Zag flew on for her first time on a plane. And my backpack is heavy, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to lighten the load a little bit because it might be a little much. Honestly, it would be great once I sell the truck to get me like a little beater. I've been considering getting a beater truck with the same engine as my van and driving that back up to Oregon, so I'll have the van up there. So we'll see what happens. 3 packs in one, also available to dump and hide with camo cover that is rainproof. Hell yeah, the bag I got is also rainproof. Yeah, Carol. Oh my goodness, what a mess. I was gonna say, yeah, Carol, thank you so much for that $10 donation. That's gonna help me a lot. $10 in my pocket right now is gonna go pretty damn far. So if anyone wants to help out, if you got 5 on it, you got 10 on it, you got 5 million on it. My links are in the description. The large Asian Ranger gave a review about the bag. Oh, that's cool. I'll give a review. You send me a free bag, I'll do a review on it. Put it on my live, or I'll put it on my YouTube. I'm gonna roll this window down a little bit and I'm trying to balance my phone on the steering wheel. Like I said, I usually have my phone's usually set up for like mounting up there on the dash, and I took everything out of the truck, so it's not set up for that right now. So you're like balanced on my steering wheel at the moment, and so you might fall down again. Hey, what up, Dave? How you doing, man? Dave Lowe in the house, you guys. Finally got an admin. Oh. How's the weather down there, Dave? You guys getting rained on today? You got that coffee farm coffee as well. Hell yeah, dude, send me an email. No rain yet. Oh man. Dave, I posted up in the Mojave Desert last night, somewhere like way out in the middle of on this dirt road. And middle like 10 o'clock at night, I got an alert on my phone saying that there was a flash flood warning for that area. And so 10 o'clock at night, I had to pack everything up and drive down the road. Drove about an hour or more north to get out of the rainstorm. And when I woke up, I looked south, and all I could see was just rain dumping on the Mojave. I remember I was driving through that area one time, years ago on my way to Vegas, and there was a gnarly rainstorm, and like semi truck had a hydroplaned right off the road, and like the traffic was backed up forever. There was lightning fucking blasting in every direction. It was a gnarly rainstorm out in the desert. And so I remember thinking about that, and they're like, flash flood warning. Shit, I don't want to be this far out in the middle of nowhere. So I got hightailed it out of that camp spot, drove like an hour down the road, and then cut off of the highway and found another camp spot kind of in the middle of nowhere. Didn't rain on me, thankfully, so. You never really have an address. Last sent back because I requested a signature. Oh. Yeah, I had an address while I was in Oregon there for a hot minute, but no, I mean, I don't have an address. I'm homeless. Within the next, probably payday, probably on payday when I get paid, I'm going to head down to the UPS store here in Vegas and get an address. And I will have a dedicated address for you guys to send me stuff for at least a while, like 6 months. So. Coleman has a full-size inflatable couch, not what you have. No, I don't. No, I don't have the Coleman one. I don't know what this is. It's in a pouch that looks like like a hammock, but it's not. Apparently, it's an inflatable couch. So I haven't even pulled it out yet, but I will. Oh man, I mentioned it earlier too, and I jinxed myself. I was saying that it's usually really windy out here, and that right now it's not that windy, and now it is, man. Now the wind is starting to blow. I might have to park my. I'll have to get out and see which way the wind is coming from and park my truck in a way to create a little bit of a wind block. So my tent doesn't just blow the fuck over. I'm pulling in here to the spot that I've camped here a bunch of times, at least in this area. And all I see is like RVs and fifth wheels and school buses. I saw one other person in a car. And but anyways, the whole thing, the whole time I'm thinking, God, sure would be nice to have 4 solid walls like that again. But I'll be posting up in a tent. That's okay. Hashtag tent life. Another thing, actually, that I'm kind of disappointed about, where I'm camped at, and if you guys know Lake Mead, you probably know where I'm at. There's garbages here, which is really nice. Makes it super easy to pack your stuff out. But there's bathrooms here also, but they're closed. There's like a big closed sign on them. They're locked up. Even the lock has been drilled, it looked like. And I don't know if like somebody drilled that trying to break in, or if someone drilled it because they didn't want people to break in, but it's not opening and it's closed. And so I'm gonna have to figure out a bathroom. And I thought there'd be one here, but um, there's not. I was kind of looking forward to a bathroom. And since it's desert, it's hard to just walk out into the woods and dig a hole. But I kind of on the edge of this camping area. Not too many people camped around here, so maybe I could do that anyways. Rain hit quartzite, stranded most until it dries out. Yeah, no, I saw the rain was coming. It hit LA first. There was a bunch of rain just barreling down on LA, and they've been getting rain the last couple days. But I knew it was going to end up going inland a little bit more, and it did. Now it's all over that area. Rain hit quartzite. Looks like Slabs is supposed to get some as well. So it is cloudy here. I can see some rain off into the south. Sporadic rain here and there. But Otherwise, it's just kind of gray and cloudy. Paw Rump has good mailboxes. I don't know exactly where I'm going to get the mailbox at yet. It'll probably be closer to Vegas than Paw Rump. Paw Rump's pretty far away. That is a really good spot, though. I do like that area. But I need to be near a VA, you guys. That's kind of the secondary goal of me being here is, first, I'm going to sell my truck. And the second goal is I got some stuff to deal with at the VA that I have been putting off for a very long time. So I'm going to go take care of it. And hopefully it'll be good news at the end of the day. But it's getting kind of cold, honestly. Cote, what have you missed? Not much. Not much, dude. It's just overcast and chilly out here. VA is a prerequisite. Yeah, I gotta be near VA, and from what I understand, the Las Vegas has a really good VA system. So that's my secondary goal here is the VA. First, selling truck. Second, is doing VA stuff, which it's gonna be a nightmare. I'm really not looking forward to it. It's why I've been putting it off for so long, because dealing with a VA, it's like, I don't know, like re-enlisting, like getting your health care from the DMV. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to it, but I gotta put up with some of it. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. Sorry, Zig had to take a break. Carol is baking cookies, and I'm in the official cookie tester. She's been baking for 2 days. Well, shit, I want cookies. Is there any weed in it? Coach, I'm in Arizona. It's raining, so I had to pull over. How bad is it raining? Where are you at? Guys, I'm so tired. I must not have slept very well last night. I did sleep right here in the seat. Lean the seat back and put something on Netflix and pass out. But I don't think I slept very well. Maybe putting a tent up tonight. I'll be posted up here for a minute at least. Oh, your windshield wipers suck. Mine did too. Until I got new ones. I just got new ones put on. Like I said, big shout out to Chuck for, dude, that ended up being a nightmare. Dude, there's so many different ways that wiper blades are like engineered. There's no universal. And these ones are like, also the ones that my truck has, the way they hook on are also pretty rare. So we had to go, we went through 2 sets of wipers before we found one that fit. And I felt like I needed a whole ass engineering degree just to figure it out. Cote says it was so cold. Yeah, you're up there in the winter too, or at least you were last night. I bet it was cold. It's a bit warmer here. I promise. Wish this was a joint. Part of me is kind of debating on driving into town to go get a joint. And part of me is like, just suffer till tomorrow. If I don't get something tomorrow, it's going to be till Tuesday, because the dispensaries are going to be closed on the holidays. Yeah, where I'm at Lake Mead, it is just overcast. Let's see what the temperature is. It's 55 degrees right now, but it is also like cloudy. It'll probably be a little warmer than that in the next couple of days. It'll warm up. It gets chilly at night though. Last night I was down in the Mojave Desert and it was nice. It was nice at night, but then the rain was moving in, so I had to hightail it out of there before I got stuck in some fucking flash flood. But part of me is actually considering going back there. Once I get a little bit established here in Vegas, like with the mailbox and the VA, and then heading back to the Mojave. I'll be like, an hour drive from the city, so I could just post up in the desert. You might get caught up by snow. No worries. I ain't going nowhere. 42, wet, drizzly all day. Man, it is winter everywhere, isn't it? Winter everywhere. Kote, you taking the 40? Maybe it'd be easier if you took the 10? I don't know. You're probably on the 40. Probably be longer if you took the 10. Add hours to your trip. Just drive safe, dude. Just drive safe. That's what matters. Man, I keep hoping. Like, in my van, I have, like, dabs laying around. I have, like, probably a couple of extra bags of flour sitting somewhere that are, like, backup flour. But I landed without anything. You can't fly with that stuff. So I didn't fly with weed. And the only weed I've really gotten has been gifted to me so far. Part of me is just like, I want to tear apart my truck looking for flour, but I know there's none in here. So, yeah, that's why I pulled over. I now need to tighten my e-brake. When I get there, almost lost the bus. Don't do that, man. Don't lose a bus. Yeah, we can work on it when you get here if you need to. What are you doing, good girl? She's making weird noises. Had to see what's going on with her. So who's doing something fun for Christmas? Anybody? Doing anything fun for the holidays? Can you have a tour of my truck? Sure, yeah, you want to see? I'm bringing a bunch of stuff to a friend right now, so it is straight up loaded down with gear. Even the back is full of stuff. So, yep. There's my tour of my truck. You're hanging out with a famous YouTuber. You are. You should bring him down. We could collab. Unless you're talking about me. Because I'm not that famous yet. Not that famous. But I do have 2,500, 2,600 subscribers. So that's pretty dope. That's a lot. Yes, I did tell you to bring. I hope you have enough space because it's a lot of stuff. More than I expected. Much more than I expected for sure. I ain't that famous yet. I'll be famous one day. I've been trying to become infamous for years, but that's not working out. So I decided to switch and try to become famous instead. Maybe get a wheel chalk. Use just in case. Oh, yeah, for her bus. Yeah, Kote, that's actually not a terrible idea. If you're, like, worried about the bus rolling when you're parked, is to get a wheel chalk. Yeah, cool. Carpet surfing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got a lot of shit in here. Some of it's mine. Not very much of it, but some of it is. Most of it I'm emptied out caveman's his storage unit, and he's getting all his stuff finally. So when you put the bus in park, like it still rolls? Because that's weird. When you put it in park, it shouldn't be rolling anymore. It puts like a pin in the transmission. Parking does. It's only neutral. Yo, you don't have a park? Oh. Is it air brakes? That's weird. It doesn't have a neutral? Oh, I mean, it doesn't have park? That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Oh, the lady before you loosened the e-brake on your bus. She wasn't strong enough to getting a bit chilly. Put on my hoodie. Now Zag's mad at me because I took away her blanket, but here, let me see if I can find something else. There you go. There you go, Zag. I had to find her a new blanket because she was using my hoodie, and it's chilly. So now it's a slow roll. Yeah, we'll find you a flat spot, Coach, hey, to do that at. Chalk your wheels, tighten you up. I got you. All right, the RV that the naked guy came out of earlier. There's another vehicle pulling up to it. A pickup. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's coming this way. Like, this is the end of this road, so I don't know why he'd be coming down here. Do 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 do. See, it's like the end of the. Hopefully, they're not camping here because this is my spot. I'll fight a hobo. Of course, that doesn't look like a hobo. Looks like he's looking for a camp spot, though. He just got out. I wonder if he has a joint. Probably not going to do YouTube. He said he doesn't want his house and stuff on blast, so maybe when we travel next winter or spring. Or never. Undercover Border Patrol. Well, they're out of their jurisdiction by quite a bit if they're up here. I am nowhere near the border. Hey, what's up, Gypsy? Gypsy says, morning, folks. Can't stay long because me and mine are doing Christmas tomorrow, and I'm flat out cooking and cleaning. Hell yeah, Merry Christmas, Gypsy. And if you guys want that cool icon on your name, all you gotta do is become a monthly member and become one of Zig's road dogs. You'll get early access to my videos. You'll get that cool green colored star and whatnot. Plus, it's just a way to help support your favorite YouTubers. I was gonna do the Patreon thing. They take less of a cut, but it just seemed easier to set it up through YouTube, so that's what I did. Yeah, so the Border Patrol, they have jurisdiction within 100 miles of the border. I've got to be a few hundred miles away from that. So, yeah, there's not going to be Border Patrol up here. Yay, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Gypsy. You're doing Christmas a little bit early. But Christmas Eve is on Sunday, which is basically Christmas, let's be honest. And with Christmas being on Monday, so I'm gonna have to stock up on some flour before that day, so I have enough to make it through. Mischief says, seen an aftermarket driveline disc brake setup. It was cool. That's neat. Do you need to go potty? You go potty? See, that's a no. She does not need to go potty. everybody. If it's a yes, she gets really excited. Chief says, one of my daughters has to work Christmas Day. Oh, I see. So you're doing it a day early for her. That's cool. I'm glad that everyone's able to celebrate Christmas. Zeg, you're a superstar. That's what they're telling me. You're a superstar. That's what they said. Superstar Zeg. The most famous dog on YouTube. Park close to others type newbie. What do you mean? Park close to others. I don't like parking close to others. Actually, when I drove through here, there's not very many people, but I was still like, I wish I can get further away from them. Honestly, I might go up into the mountains. But it's also like much colder when you go to the west side of Vegas and then start climbing up to the pass. Right here is about 2,500 feet. It's still a desert, but it's a little higher desert. And I'm thinking, once the weather clears up, I might head back down to the Mojave Desert and maybe post up down there for a little bit. If I load up on groceries, I'll have to get some food that doesn't go bad because I usually have a fridge and whatnot, so I'll have to load up on other kinds of food. That'll be weird, actually. I'm not really used to shopping for food that doesn't go bad. So, yeah. Border check stations 80 miles north of border vehicles. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that the Border Patrol's got jurisdiction within 100 miles of the border. So that's where you're going to see those Border Patrol checkpoints. But I didn't go that close to the border, so. So if I can make it to Kingman tonight, then I'll be in the clear. 4 hours away. Going 55 would make it 60,000 hours. Are you planning on setting up a camp for tonight? Yes. Yes, I will be. As soon as this live stream's over, I'll be setting up a camp. I was going to set it up already, but it was kind of sprinkling and stuff, so I decided to wait. I don't want to set up a camp in the rain. But yeah, I'll be setting one up here in a little bit. For sure. And then I'll probably just make some coffee. I have some food that I can make for tonight. I'm like fighting the urge to drive into town to get some flour. I really am, but because I'm fresh out. But it's just more money and gas that I don't really feel like. I wonder how close the closest dispensary is. I haven't even looked yet. I haven't even looked to see how close it is, but I don't know. Some people think these mountains look ugly. What do you guys think? I think that they're really cool looking mountains. Here, let me zoom in on them for you. Desert mountains. I think they look so cool. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Do you like the desert mountains? So by the way, all this water is only here because of the Hoover Dam, which is this direction off to the right. Won't be able to see it because it's in those mountains back there. But Hoover Dam is in that area. I think it's right behind those mountains, behind that RV. That's the RV the Naked Man was at. get you all balanced. Yeah. Yeah, it is really pretty here. It does tend to get pretty windy here at Lake Mead. As you can see, there's not much for a wind block. So when the wind does come, it really rips through here. It's not like the Salt Flats in Utah or anything, but it gets pretty bad sometimes. Actually, my biggest disappointment with this spot since I got back is it's been a couple years since I've camped here. But my biggest disappointment is there used to be some bathrooms right here, and they're closed down, man. The bathrooms are all closed down, so I'm bummed about that. Very bummed. I was really looking forward to that. Looking forward to those public bathrooms. What town? What do you mean, what town? What are you asking? You're asking what town I'm in? I'm not in a town. I'm at a lake. Honestly, I think these clouds look really cool too. It probably got really windy, huh? But yeah, I think these clouds look super cool. Good old Lake Mead. North Vegas might be the closest town to me right now. If you know Lake Mead, you probably know where I'm at. If you don't know Lake Mead, then it won't do me no good to tell you where I'm at. But I'm in one of the few spots that you're allowed to boondock here. So there's actually a bunch of people boondocking. And then a lot of tourists because it's tourist season around here. Holidays. Critter says, street view, how the mountains reach, a sweet view, how the mountains reach the sky. That's all of the desert, man. The desert is so open. My favorite part of the desert is nighttime when there's no clouds. And there's, you're in the middle of nowhere because you can see the whole sky, like every star in the northern hemisphere. And it's just a really cool view to get the entire sky. Right now it's cloudy. It'll probably be cloudy all night. But if you ever make it to Bisbee, Arizona, hit me up. All right, man. How am I going to hit you up? If I ever make it to Bisbee, you hit me up. Looks like Dole Springs Wash. It is a wash. It's not Dole Springs, though. Which Dole Springs I don't think is very far away. But this is the only wash that actually has, like, public bathrooms. Well, at least it used to have public bathrooms. Now it doesn't. Now the public bathrooms are closed. Which I was kind of banking on those bathrooms, dude. But they're closed, so I'm going to have to figure out a different solution. One possibility is I just drive to the closest bathroom every day Another possibility is I set up camp somewhere else, a little bit farther away from everybody. Maybe not here in Lake Mead, but somewhere out in the desert where I can dig a hole and have some privacy. And then the other solution is I get some plastic bags and pack out what I pack in. Hashtag van life. Van lifestyle. I'd much rather just be further away from people and dig a hole. But I was kind of hoping these bathrooms were open. I was pretty bummed when I saw that there was a big close sign on them. Probably most likely the bathrooms were just getting messed with. And they had to close them because fucking fixing it too many times. Like, most likely somebody out there ruined it for everybody, which is always what happens. It makes it harder for us nomads. It really does. When they do stuff like that, when they close the public bathrooms, and they probably did have a good reason for it, but at the same time, like, punishing, like, group punishment is just a travesty. It's 2023. If you can't figure out who's vandalizing your bathroom with cameras and stuff, then, I mean, it's pretty cheap to operate cameras. Honestly, I'm probably going to put a chair up and just hang out, make some coffee and hang out and just look at the scenery for a little while. It really is pretty here. That's like my favorite part of the morning too, is waking up, making coffee, and just sipping it and enjoying my quiet mornings. That's like my favorite part of the day, is that quiet early morning. You're still kind of tired and waking up. I dig that a lot. It's all I want. It's quiet mornings. But yeah, it really is pretty here. Even though it's a desert, no trees or anything, I think that the landscape is just really gorgeous. I remember seeing landscape like this before when I was married, and my ex-wife's mother was looking at the landscape also, and I remember saying, "Oh, it's so pretty," and it was like a desert, mountains, and landscape. It was like this, and she was like, "Oh, My ex-wife's mom was like, "Oh, I was just thinking about how ugly it was," and I just didn't understand how you could find this to be ugly. Like, even if you are from the Pacific Northwest, and even if there isn't as much color or green here, there is still a lot of color here. You can find beauty pretty much anywhere if you look hard enough. I will say that it's a bit of a bummer to see vans operating just fine, not broke down or anything. I want one of those. I want a van. I want one. Shit, I would take that fifth wheel right now. Mischief Maker says, if I see more than a handful of nomads, I keep going. It depends. Sometimes I'm in the mood to be social. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm prefer to just be out away from everybody. And I think right now I kind of want to be away from everybody for a minute. It is what it is. But there are times that I do need to be social. We are social creatures. It is nice to be social. And but I kind of just want some peace and quiet for a little bit, you know, like, and it is a little busy here for that. So maybe I'll end up finding a different spot to post up at. I really liked where I was at the Mojave, but they had the flash flood warnings, so I took off. I might end up going back there. We'll see. It was like an hour away. It was a pretty good clip, actually. And it was pretty far from groceries or anything like that. So, but I bet you I could make it out there for like a week or something. Long-term visitors area going up 300 for 6 months or 40 a month next year. Which one? There's a lot of long-term visitors areas throughout the country. You talking about the one in Quartzsite? I mean, there's 3 in Quartzsite I can think of, but yeah, like which one? There's one here in Vegas too, long-term visitors area, but it's more of like the off-roading area, like the off-road like OVTA, off-road vehicle something other. OTVA, OVTA, so whatever it is, off-roading area. I typically don't stay at those places, though, the LTVAs, because it does cost money, and usually right nearby is a spot to post up for free. Take care, Critter. Critter says, I have to go if I don't see you again for Christmas. Until the next live, Merry Christmas to all. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. It is the holidays. And then New Year's right after that, and then my birthday is next month. The big 40, you guys. I'll be turning 40 next month. And that's fucking weird, I have to admit. It's weird. It's the 40 mark. Honestly, wasn't even sure I'd make it to 40, but I did. I did make it. At least so far. Got a month. Kind of, for the last 6 months, I've been saying I'm already 40 anyways, so. But the real 40th is next month. And for my dirty 30, my 30th birthday, was my first time to Vegas. That was a long time ago, actually, it seems like now. I won't lie, it would be cool to have a tribe here, to have some of my people camping here too. Sometimes it's nicer to be traveling in a group. Sometimes it's not. A lot more compromise when you do it that way. You guys got me for another 13 minutes, and then I'm gonna be setting up my camp. Happy holidays, Critter Bones. Anybody out there that doesn't celebrate Christmas? I'm curious. Like, I know that's there's a lot of religions, or even just agnostics and atheists, that don't celebrate. Anybody out there doesn't celebrate? Maybe celebrate Hanukkah, or one of the other solstice, winter solstice holidays. Or are we all celebrating Christmas? I've kind of like, I would like to make a new winter solstice holiday, like a new tradition. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I wouldn't mind making a new winter solstice tradition. Maybe if it's just for myself, something that I do on the winter solstice that isn't Hanukkah, it's not Christmas, it's something unique and new. We should make a new holiday. I think winter solstice should be celebrated with a bonfire, because it's winter, but you can't have a bonfire everywhere. But I figure a bonfire would be like you warming yourself up, right? It's fucking winter time, and most people are going to be cold. Providence Mountain, cool area west of Vegas. Have you been out there before? You been out to Providence? Right now, west of Vegas, looks like it's getting fucking rained on real hard, so, like, it's all rainy. I'll show you. If I look out that way, that's all rain. That's why that mountain is so hazy. And then you look out that way, same thing. That first mountain, it's fine. That other one out there, hazy. It's raining on it. But if you go farther this way, it's not raining. That's why they're so much more clear. But definitely raining off into that direction. All the way over here. Rain, 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 rain off into the distance. And that's all like southwest. Like, that's just all rain behind the mountains. That's where I was posted up at that I had to take off from because they had flash flood warnings. Which was too bad, man. That spot I was at was pretty cool. Out in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Find it harder to find virgin ground these days because the free areas are filling up more. I mean, yeah, I've been watching that for the last 10 years or so. But this year there seems to be a lot less nomads than usual. I will admit that the quartzite, from what I understand, is a weird year in quartzite, and it's very slow. I've heard the same thing about slabs. It's a very slow year. No one's really showing up, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe a lot of people aren't traveling anymore, but it's been slow, apparently. And it's already December, Christmas time. Mischief says I'm doing Alaska in 2024 in June. That's cool. I wouldn't mind doing the Alaska thing. We are straight west of Vegas. Yeah, Heath and Bobby, you're out that way. Aren't you? Straight west. How far west? Do you guys ever come into Vegas for any reason? To come check out the city? Oh, 2 hours west. That's a pretty good clip. Is there free camping along the way? Did you decide on Vegas? I decided on this area, yeah. Decided that a little bit ago, actually. I left my countdown 4 times this year. You left your countdown. Or do you mean you left your property? Is that what you mean? You guys were smart ones. You guys got out of slabs and got your own piece of land. Oh no, you're sick. That's not good. You getting treated for it, or you got a cold, or sick? What kind of sick are we talking about? You guys got me for another 6 minutes, and then I'm gonna sign out of here. You haven't left your compound. Oh, you have left your compound 4 times this year. That's not many, man. But then again, I don't blame you. You got everything you need. Why would you leave? Joker's wild. Casino doesn't mind if people camp in their cars. That's cool. I'd much rather, be completely honest with you, I'd much rather be out here with a tent and more privacy than being packed up in a parking lot, Sharon says 40. No way. Yep, 40 years old. Big old 40. Big old 40. It's a weird one. 40 years old. And I don't buy it. They say 40 is the new 30. I don't buy that at all. 40 is definitely still 40. I'm much slower today than I was at 30. I feel it. I definitely feel me slowing down. Like, it hurts to wake up sometimes, where I just wake up and I'm like, I just gotta get moving around before I'm in pain. Deadly sick. Oh no, man. That's not good. What do you mean deadly sick? I don't want you to be deadly sick. Long terms are packed like sardines. Been strict on the 500-foot rule, I'm hearing. As far as like moving 500 feet every 2 weeks. You're talking about in Quartzsite? I don't know. There's a lot of long-term visitors areas throughout the country. So if you're talking about Quartzsite, that doesn't surprise me. With as many people as they've had showing up, they've got to be strict on some of that stuff. Everyone, send all your healing vibes out to Heath and Bobby. If you pray. If you don't, that's fine. Send all your good intentions over to Heath and Bobby for healing fast and suffering less, man. I hope you heal up quick. It's I definitely know what it's like to be fragile, I guess would be the word for it. It's weird. It's a weird feeling facing, your physical mortality. So yeah, sending you all the good vibes, dude. Happy Merry Christmas. Mischief says, I do Vegas when Dead play the Sphere. 60 miles west is open on the mountain. Oh, you're going to do Vegas when the Grateful Dead play at the Sphere. 60 miles west is open. Yeah, if I could post up somewhere a little closer than 60 miles away, that'd be cool. Because once you get an hour out of town, that's how far you are from groceries, from everything. So, I don't know. It'd be cool to get closer, but I'm not sure that's going to be in. I don't know. I'll do some exploring around Vegas to see exactly where I'm going to end up posting up. But gonna be taking off in a couple of minutes. Really appreciate everyone who joined in on the live stream, who commented, everyone who smashed that like button. I got 30 of you guys that smashed the like button. Really, really appreciate you. Carol, thank you so much for your donation. Chuck, thank you so much for your donation. Another shout out to Mike, who sent me a donation. I woke up to it this morning, but last night it came in. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys for being generous and kind and thinking of me with your dollars. That actually helps me out quite a bit right now. So I'm very, very grateful for all those donations. I'm grateful for all the comments and the likes. I'm glad that I got a chance to get back out on the road and to catch up with you guys. I got a video of my flight here, of me landing in LA and all the driving. So yeah, it's been a good trip. I'll be looking forward to finishing that edit and posting it. Remember, if you're one of my monthly subscribers, one of Zig's road dogs, you'll have early access to that video when it goes up and all of my videos. But if you're not, that's fine. It's cool. If you can't afford it or you don't want to, that's no problem. You'll still be able to see my content live after they get a chance to see it. It'll be public for everybody. Once I get some more monthly subscribers, which I know is going to take some effort on my end, is posting more videos. But once I get enough, maybe we could do some members only live streams and whatnot. But we'll see. Hey, what's up, Sophie? You just caught me on my way out. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and until next time, as always, miles of smiles.